These are my classmates. That's Keith. Today we will discuss slope fields. Slope fields. I know this is probably what you are all thinking of, but it's not. It's these guys. I picked these because they're very easy. You can do it. You all can do it. Alright, so say you got your graph. First look at your diffy Q. Differential equation. Here she told me to use 3x to the 4th plus 1. It always gives you the equation straight up, so you don't have to do anything to it. Just use it. So this equation does not have a y in it, so you just have to look at the x right there. So there's your little thing, your little graph, and then you just gotta, well, what I always do is I just come over here, I start on a piece of paper, and then you just start writing. I write them in the order that they appear on the graph so that I don't get confused, because I get confused pretty easily. So I start, okay, you'll see what I mean. It sounds confusing right now, but just bear with me. Okay, so you got your little guy over there, you got your little guy, you just keep going, right? -3 and 0. -3 and -1. Oh, you can't see that, sorry. Alright, I'm gonna finish writing this and I'll be right back. Okay, do you see what I mean now? I have all of those little guys written. Those are all the coordinates of this graph. And they pretty much just line up like that because you just, yeah, okay, you see it. You see it, I see it, we're all good here. Okay, now, go back to your equation. Hold on. I got you, don't worry. Okay, 3x to the 4th plus 1. Look at that. Alright, so now, apparently with my equation that I chose, you don't have to really look at the x value because there is no, or y, sorry. You do have to look at the x, there is an x right there, I see it. But there's no y, so forget about the y value. But what you just do is you put these, you know how this is x and this is y, and you just put those in that equation. See right there? Okay, so for this one, I don't, Hershey, what's -3 to the 4th? -3, -3, -3, -3. I'll figure this out and I'll be right back. Okay, I figured it out and it's 242 if you put -3 into that equation. So, 243. 244. It is 244. So, what you're going to do is, you see how this row is -3 as the x value. This whole row is -3 as the x value. And since the y value doesn't make a difference here because there is no y value, this whole row is going to be 244. And then we move on. And I'll figure all those out and I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, I missed you, so I'm just going to bring you back and show you what I'm doing. Alright. So now I'm doing -2 because this row is x equals -2. Right there, there we go. Yep. Okay. And then, so if you do -2 times -2 times -2 times -2, it equals 16. So then you have 16, and then don't forget about that little plus 1 up there. So you're going to plus 1, and then that's 17. So that whole row is going to be 17 in this scenario. Thank you very much. Okay, so check this out. I did the rest of them, and it's 1, 4, 17, and 244 again. Because, get this, if you're just looking at this number, since those sides are negative, and these are positive, since it's x to the 4th, it gets rid of the negative sign, so that's why they're going to be the same on both sides. Do you see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Okay. And so that number is just the number of the slope that you're going to use on the graph. So you're going to come over here. See? And see how all those numbers are already lined up right for you? Now it's easy for it. Oh my god. Okay, let's do this. We got all our numbers. All our numbers. All our numbers. Okay. This row, remember 244, that is going to be a pretty intense slope. Let's just go with that. So then all the way down this row, it looks like this. And then there's 17, which is also a pretty intense slope. We'll just kind of go like this. It's positive 17 all the way down. Okay. And then there's 4 on the next row. So 4 is kind of, it's still a positive slope, but just a little less intense one. And then we have 1. So pretty much just like this. And then it goes back to 4. And then 17 on the next row again. Oh, whoops, I forgot the 1. Alright, well, do this. Those are the straight lines. Okay. Anyways, it just pretty much looks like the same on each side. Ta-da! Alright, so as we can kind of see, our graph is going to go like this. Because that's the way that the lines are pointing us. You just kind of follow the lines and work with it. On a little smaller graph, so you can see it better, and it's less crowded, you can just kind of see that since the lines are symmetrical on each side, or whatever, or not symmetrical, but they're the same, the lines just kind of are going to follow that up through there and go up. You can know this by, if you take the antiderivative of this. The antiderivative of this is this, so you're just going to use that. And then you're going to take this equation, which is the antiderivative, and you're going to plug it in your calculator like that. See, isn't it cute? And on the graph, we'll show you that, which is pretty much exactly what those lines did. So good job, us. If you do have an x and a y in your equation, then these are just going to all be different going down because the y values are different. But in this case, when there's only an x, all of those in that category should be the same number. Good job for learning. Woo!